Hi guys, today we are going to talk about this book War Gardens, a journey through conflict in search of calm by Lalage Snow. Now I bought this book around maybe a couple of months or a year ago from a bookshop in Lahore, Pakistan for 1475 rupees. Anyways, let's get back to the topic. It is basically about the author is called Lilith Snow. She is basically from the United Kingdom. She's a war correspondent. She's a reporter and she's a photographer who goes to different countries and explores different people, interviews them, talks to them, gets to know about their experiences of life and different things, and visits war gardens in different and various countries that she goes to. First of all, she goes to Kabul in 2013, where she goes and as a journalist to take pictures of people and the situation there. She meets a man there who shows her the war garden. She talks about the Taliban and the plight of women in Afghanistan, about how they live as second-class citizens in Afghanistan, and how Afghanistan is the worst place for women in the world. Then she goes to Gaza in May 2013, where the children don't have any good food to eat and not clean drinking water, and they have to suffer a lot. Next, she goes to Israel, Kibbutzim, in May 2013. She goes to Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, I guess. Apart from that, she has trouble getting into Israel because she's gone to Muslim countries before that. After that, she returns to Afghanistan again to War Machine Afghanistan 2013 and 2014, and Helmand Province April 2014. She goes to Afghanistan again. She sees what the situation is with the Taliban and the Al-Qaeda guys, and she goes to the Helmand Province of Afghanistan. It's all about the Taliban and how they treat women, forcing them to wear burqa and not giving them equal rights, and about how the poppies, about how 90% of the poppies drugs of the world come from Afghanistan. So she keeps on switching between different countries and talking about Afghanistan multiple times apart from that. And then she goes to Washington DC in March 2016 to the Arlington Cemetery. In the Arlington Cemetery, she looks at the graves of men who have died in the Afghanistan and Iraq war, and she mentioned Barack Obama in it. Okay. Then she goes to Ukraine in August 2014, where they welcome her, and wherever she goes, she sees gardens, war gardens, as obviously the title of the book is War Gardens. Anyways, so in Ukraine, the people tell her that they are sick of war and they want peace. They tell her that, and it is said that if women become the prime minister and presidents of countries, there would be no war. Apart from that, they say that gardening is a very therapeutic and a relaxing exercise which makes you calm and happy and satisfied with yourself. After going to Ukraine in August 2014, she goes to the West Bank in April 2016. In the West Bank, there is the Gaza Strip. Apart from that, in the West Bank, there is a conflict going on between the Palestinians and the Israelis, conflict between Jews and Arabs. There's conflict and there's a war going on between them, and they are fighting with each other. That's what happened in the West Bank, the war going on between the Jews and Arabs. Anyways, she then goes back to Kabul in 2017 as a journalist, and she interviews different people and meets different people from different countries. So this is what the whole book was about. It revolved around many countries: Afghanistan, Israel, United States, Ukraine, West Bank, and then again Afghanistan. So it revolved around these countries and about how she, Lilith Snow, as a journalist, went there to interview people and see war gardens. This was a nice book, but it was nothing great. I mean, it was okay, it was nice, it was a nice read, but it could have been much better. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about this book. War Gardens. Apart from that, the torture that I had to go through while reading this book was that I had to read the notes, and I had to read the acknowledgements, and I had to read the index of the books, which was just terrible. Anyways, this was the book I read. Finished in a couple of days. It was not a bit fat actually, but not that fat actually.